Okay, so building strength in the lower back. A lot of people have asked me whether yoga is suitable for lower back problems or just back problems in general. The answer is yes, absolutely it can be, but it's really important to make sure that you choose the right yoga poses for whatever you're trying to achieve with your back. And I would always recommend that if you have an existing back injury or some sort of problem, then don't just launch yourself into any yoga flows or poses without checking with somebody first, a specialist of some sort, to make sure that it's suitable and not going to cause any problems. A lot of people feel that back problems, all you've got to do is stretch it out and that's going to cure things. Unfortunately not. It can certainly help for relieving pain, because stretching, increasing flexibility, will release tension if the muscles are tight or locked up. But really, it's very rare that that's going to address the actual cause. A lot, not all, but a lot of back problems, especially nowadays with constantly sitting in front of laptops for such a long time, a lot of back problems are caused by a weakening of the muscles in the back, especially the lower back. So I've put together this flow, very simply two poses and their variations, but done in a very specific way that's designed specifically to gently build up strength in the lower back. The back has got four main ranges of movement. You've got bending forwards, bending backwards, you've got tilting to the sides, and you've got twisting around. So the poses that I've chosen, but specifically the way that I'm doing them, addresses all of those ranges of movement. The first one is quite simply forward fold. Forward fold you can do, as you know, with straight legs, but also with your legs as wide apart as you like. And I would recommend to start off with that you start with wide-legged forward folds, because it's just the gentlest way of doing this, and you're less likely to put strain on your lower back while you're getting used to it and building up those muscles. So with legs fairly wide apart, we're just going to concentrate on the upper range of movement of the forward fold. Again, starting with the gentlest version, hands on hips. For a bit of an increase in the level of difficulty, you can have your arms crossed with your hands on your shoulders. And the hardest level of difficulty is to have raised arms and then looking up. And as you know, this is how we would normally get into wide-legged forward fold. And the principle is the same. As we exhale, we pivot at the hips, and then we stop when we're parallel to the floor. And here we would inhale, exhale, and inhale and raise again. This time with my hands on my hips, just to show you the gentler version. Exhale, pivoting forwards, keeping your back straight. At parallel, we would inhale, exhale, inhale and raise. Exhale and lower to parallel, keeping your back straight. Inhale, exhale, inhale and raise. And then you would continue that for as many times as you like. I'd recommend starting off with 3 repetitions with each variation, maybe 5, and slowly building up to as many as you like. You can always repeat each set. If you start off just doing 3 repetitions of each variation, and you get to the end of it and you think, well, that's hardly done anything, then repeat the whole set. It's up to you to modify it and see what you're capable of doing. So the second or lower half of the forward fold, I'm going to do with straight legs. So we go down into forward fold on an exhale, and then inhaling we go to extended forward fold. Stay for a breath. Exhale back down. Immediately inhale back up. Stay for a breath. Exhale back down. Inhale back up to extended forward fold. And then you would carry on like that, again for either 3 or 5 or however many repetitions that you like. You'll notice that I'm very, very slow, controlled movements with each breath. Don't rush anything when you're doing these poses. So there's bending forwards and up for the top half, bending forwards and up for the bottom half. Now we're going to do the tilting to the sides. To do that, we're going to use triangle pose. So finding the start position for triangle pose, you might even want to start off with your feet an inch or two closer together than you would normally do for triangle pose, because we're going to be going down into the pose and raising back out of it with alternate breaths. We're not going to be holding it for any number of breaths like we would do normally when we're practicing this position. So finding a comfortable triangle pose, inhaling, leaning forwards, exhaling, bending and twisting down, inhaling, raising back up again, exhaling to settle back to the start, inhaling, raising, leaning forwards, exhaling, twisting and bending down, inhaling and raising, exhaling to settle, inhaling, leaning forwards, exhaling, leaning down, inhaling back up, exhaling, settle, and you continue. That was 3. If you want to do 5, you would continue with more. You could then obviously turn around to do the opposite side. You could even, if you wanted to, you could even incorporate a reverse triangle, in which case the movements are just added on to the end of it. Inhale, lean forward, exhale, lean and twist down, inhale, back up, exhale, start moving back, inhale, really bring your front hand up and above, dropping your back hand, exhale, back down to the start position, inhaling, leaning forward to start the next triangle. You don't have to do reverse at this stage, it's totally up to you. So that's the tilting sideways. The last range of movement is the twisting, and again we're going to stick with triangle, but revolving triangle. So again, finding your stable, comfortable triangle start position. Inhaling, starting the rotation. Exhaling, going down into the revolve position. Inhaling, back up. And exhaling to finish the rotation. Now again, you can repeat with each breath. There is a movement, but if you want to add on the revolved with reverse triangle, I think this is really effective. Not only do the movements really flow nicely, but it just seems to be a very, very effective way of doing this particular variation. So I'll demonstrate. Inhale, start the rotation. Exhale, twisting down. Inhale, raise back up. Exhale, twist back to start, but follow through on the inhale to reverse. Exhale, go back to the start, and following through with an inhale to start the next rotation. Exhaling, twisting down. Inhaling, bring yourself back up. Exhaling, finishing the rotation, but carrying on through to the inhale to reverse. exhaling back to start, and of course you can carry on with another inhale to do as many repeats as you like. So, little and often, gently to begin with. It's really important that you don't push these poses until you have built up muscle memory and the correct flexibility as well as the strength. That's the last thing I want to say on this introduction, because it's now going to go on to the flow itself, which I'll do with a voiceover because it's very difficult to do a continual flow saying everything at the right time. But the last thing I wanted to say in this introduction was about strength and flexibility. It's really important to build up the two together. If you build up too much flexibility without the strength, it's very, very bad for your joints, because your muscles aren't strong enough to hold yourself in those positions. If you build up too much strength without the flexibility, then obviously there are other problems involved. It's easy to pull muscles, especially when you're doing some sort of extension and in everyday life. Quite often you don't think about things. If you drop something, you might reach down, and if you're too tight, then you could pull a muscle, especially in your back, and that can cause all sorts of problems. So my aim is to try to show you how to build up your strength with the flexibility, so that we can prevent lower back injuries in the first place. I really hope this helps. If you have any questions at all, please message me. Otherwise, please watch the flow straight after this. Namaste.
Okay, for our flow, we're going to start off with the upper half of a forward fold, wide-legged stance. Inhale, raise arms. Exhale, pivot forwards to parallel. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale to raise back up. Exhale, pivot forwards to parallel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise back up. Exhale, pivot forwards. One breath here. Inhale, raise back up. Exhale, pivot forwards to parallel. Inhale, raise back up. Exhale for the last time. And inhale, raise back up. I'm now going to do the lower half of the forward fold. I'm going to do this with straight legs, but if you prefer to keep wide-legged, that's fine. Exhale, go down into the forward fold. Take a breath just to get yourself comfortable. And on the inhale, go into extended forward fold. Hold for one breath. Exhale, forward fold. Straight into the inhale to extend the forward fold. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended forward fold. Exhale, fold forwards to the bottom. Inhale, extend the forward fold again. And exhale, back down into the forward fold. Last time, inhale, extend the forward fold. And exhale, back down. Again, take a breath if you like, before inhaling back up to mountain pose. We're now going to go into triangle pose, repeating 5 times on each side, moving continually one movement for each part of our breathing, not including reverse triangle this time. Settle into the start position. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up, exhale settle. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up, exhale settle. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up, exhale settle. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up, exhale settle. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up and exhale settle for the last time. Changing positions to face the other way. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up, exhale settle. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up, exhale settle. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up, exhale settle. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up, exhale settle. And last time, inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale back up and exhale settle. Turning around the other direction now for revolve triangle. Inhale, start the rotation. Exhale, twist and go down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, complete the rotation, but continue with an inhale into the reverse. And exhale back to start, following straight through with an inhale, swinging around. Exhale, going down. Inhale back up. Exhale to finish the rotation. Inhale to reverse. And exhale back to start. Continuing with an inhale, swinging around. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Inhale, finish the rotation. Straight into an inhale for reverse. Exhale to go back to start. Swinging through with an inhale. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale, finish rotation. Inhale to reverse. Exhale back to start. Inhale, rotate. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale, rotate. Inhale back, reverse. And exhale back to start. Changing positions. Inhale, rotate. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale, rotate. Straight into the inhale for reverse. And exhale back to start. Following through with your inhale to rotate. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale, finish the rotation. Come through into an inhale for reverse. Exhale back to start. Inhale, start rotation. Exhale down. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to finish the rotation. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to start position. Through inhaling, rotating down. Exhaling. Inhaling back up. Exhaling. Inhaling reverse. Exhaling. Inhaling to start rotation. Exhaling down. Inhaling back up. Exhaling to finish the rotation. Inhaling, reverse. And exhaling to finish.